Okay, hello guys, hope you are well, and we are back with another video tutorials of Django. So guys, today we are going to set up login and logout, and after that we are also going to set up registration, and there are a few things regarding blog setup. So we will use our user to add new blogs. So guys, let's start with the login setup. So for that, what we have to do is we are going to go towards our code, and inside this we have to let's first import and let me open URL file as well. So right now we are displaying our home directly, but what we are gonna do is we are changing our routes so that it will be not more available on this route, cause we are going to use our login on this. First you have to log in, and after that, either you can change it. Let me leave it same as before, so we can change the route for login. Okay, so let me just move towards our login file. So first what we have to do is login. Okay, here we go, request, and login, and this is comment, and let me just put that out there. URL is equal to return render, and this gonna be request. After the request it will be URL. So now what we have to do is we have to make a login page for this. So what we are going to do is let me just create a new page. Login. Either we can use any one of that page. Okay guys, so for our login page we are going to create we can clone our this index page, and this is okay. Here we go. Okay, we have cloned this. Okay, so guys, we have cloned this page. Now what we are going to do is we gonna make some changes inside that. We can say for example, we are using our jumbotron. We can resize it to width 50% and margin 5 mx auto. Let's check this out. Okay, so guys, right now we don't have URL for it. So for that, what we have to do is we have to specify the URL. Okay, we have to specify the URL. So for that, what we are going to do is blog app, after that login.html. Here we go, and after that what we have to do is let me set the path for it. So we can say login page, and from views what we have to import is views.login. After that, specify the name login page, and here we go with this login page. This is done, and login. Right now we are using this. Okay, that's cool, but we should hide this as well. Okay, definitely we're gonna do that as well. Let me just make a form inside that login page. Let me remove this form, and action, leave that method is post. After that, CSRF, we have to specify CSRF token, div dot form group. Inside that one thing is label and username. After that we are gonna specify input text that will be for the username. Class is form control to make it look better, and name it username. Okay, so let me just copy it, and password change it to password. And one more thing, div form group, inside that input submit, so value is login. Let me just load this now. Okay, here we go, but everything is centered. So for that, here we go. Okay, either we can make it a bit smaller, instead of that 25. Boom. Okay, h2, okay, so here we go, and we can specify the login URL as well. Blog app login. Okay, let me check blog at and login. Let me, oh man, here we go with the refresh. Okay, so this is done. Now we have to perform the functionality. If we are going to send a request, if request dot method is equal to post. Okay, so what we are going to do is user name, we have to get that request dot post dot get. It's a post request, so username, after that password is equal to request dot post dot get and password. Okay, we can print it, print username password, and after that we return redirect, and where we are going to redirect this blog app login. Right now we are redirecting this to login. Either we can just use our blog, like if the login is successful it will redirect to blog page, but right now we don't have write down a functionality for the authentication. We are just having a test for this. So now let me just put some details, for example this, and let me write something inside the password, and if you click, okay, here we go with the page, but we have to change the root. Okay, so for that what I was trying is known password is known password, so instead of that we have to fix this. Okay, so here we go. Now the thing is we were getting the details. Let me put login button out here in the root. Base. So here we have to specify. Okay guys, so what we have to do is we have to make a button for that, and let me write margin right, and this gonna be okay. So let me make a link. Now we can write li nav item. Okay, So after that we have to specify a link as well. Anchor tag a nav link. So here we go, and inside that we are gonna specify its login route or URL blog app and login page. Let me write login. Okay, so let's have a look. Here we go, but we have this. So for that we have to just copy this and make it here as well. Let me just put this. Okay, here we go, and just cool. Okay, so there if we click on this, it will redirect us to login page. And one more thing, let me just write one more thing here: login and logout. Log out, but we have to make some things for that. It will actually redirect us to login page as well right now. So guys, now the thing is, we're gonna make some more functionalities. So class button, and let me just make it much nicer. Okay, so let's move towards our functionality for login. And for the login, what we have to do is, first we're gonna import some stuff, and what we have to import is our user and authentication, and that will be from Django. And after Django, contrib and auth dot models. So import user, this is our user model, and what else do we need is auth authentication. So now first thing is we have to just pass these values to login. So let me say user, and after that what we gonna do is auth dot authentication authenticate, and username, let me pass the username, the one okay, so this username is this one, and the fields we are going to check is username. After that for the password, okay. So after that what we are gonna do is, if user is not known, okay, that means if user is valid, so login, okay. And if user is logged in, let me check, first we have to authenticate, and after that we are going to make it login. And here we go, login. We have used our login function request, and what we are going to pass is the user, this one, okay, to make it login this user. Okay, this is done. And after that what we are going to do is we have to just redirect this user, return actually we have this line of code. So now this is done, and else if the user is not authenticated, so what we are gonna do is we have to redirect back him to the login page, login. Okay, so here we go, and for that case, okay, so this is done. Let me try this. Okay, let me check where is our, okay, cannot import name blog from blog models. Okay, actually we have missed one thing. This is blogs instead of blog. Okay, here we go again, and we are on login page. So guys, right now we have one super user, that is admin, and password is always Okay, here we go. So guys, how we can confirm it? Either we can just make one more thing in the index page. So for that, either we can check, this is just for the test purpose, request.user. Okay, so we can just go back to our index page, and if we check in our console, it will print the username. So that means we are logged in, the current login user. But the thing is, now we have to hide this login button because we are login. So let's move to, inside the base file. So inside the base file, we have to perform one thing, if condition, if user is authenticated. Okay, so if user is authenticated, we are going to display the logout route, and else let me write the else. If he is not logged in, then we are going to show this login button. So let me refresh. So that means now we are login. So let me just go back to our views file, and we can make a route for logout page. Define def function for the function logout request, and inside that let me just write this logout. And what we have to do is, inside the logout, we have to just put auth.logout. Okay, and inside that we are going to pass our request, and after the logout, what we are gonna do is return redirect, and where we have to redirect log app and login page. That means it will redirect us to the login page. So let me refresh and click on the log. Okay, go back to the base file, because we have to change this, and we have to write a logout route as well in the URL file. Logout base file instead of logout. Here we have some changes. Okay, let me refresh, and if we click on the logout, it will redirect us to this page. So guys, but the blogs are still available to us. Now what we have to do is we are gonna remove this complete bar for the login page. Okay, if we are not login, we don't need to show this. Either we can just hide these blocks, these nav bars on the top, and we have to perform another thing inside our views. So let's do that stuff first. So blog, we can click on blog, and again for the home and other ones, what we are going to do is, if we are authenticated, then this should be visible to us, but if we are not, it should be not. And if so, let me refresh and put this. So now you see only we have this route login. Either we can remove this as well, and it will redirect us to the login page again and again. So let me just remove. Okay, so here we go now. But this is the Django page. So for that, what we are going to do is, now you see there is one thing. So guys, now what we have to do is we have to import a decorator for login required. So this will help you to restrict users to access the page if you are not logged in. Right now, if we go back and write down here that if you have a blog list, and this will be visible to you, but it should not be. So for that, what we have to do is, first we gonna write from django.contrib.auth.decorators import. What we have to import? Login required. So what we are going to do is for the login required, after that we have to use this decorator login required. So inside that we are going to specify our login URL, and that is log app and login. Okay, so just let me copy this and let's have a test once. What is our blog. Okay, let me just, if you see, it redirects us to the login page. So we are gonna perform this functionality for every single page, and we have to specify this blog on the top of that functions, so this will not be visible to us. So guys, here we go. So every functionality, first we have to write down, we have to be logged in. So now if you see, we can just use different routes, but it will redirect us to the login page. Admin, let me log in. Here we go, and now everything is available to us. So this is the login page and logout concept, how we have performed that. Now what else do we need to do is for the registration to make your account. So for that, let's move to our login page, and here we can specify, if we don't have our account, we can make one. Button block. Okay, here we go. After that, what we are going to small and inside that we can say sign up. Let me have a look to this. Here we go, create an account, sign up. So now for that, first we have to make a route. We have to specify the functionality. Let me write that first. We are not going to use this because we don't have account. Okay guys, so we have to make a new function for our sign up page. Sign up page. Okay, so here we go, URL is equal to, we have to make a page. For that we can return render, and for render request URL. So right now this is enough. Let me copy, and we are going to clone our login page, and inside that name it sign up. Okay, so we have set that up. What do we need is username, first name, last name, email, passwords. Okay, so either there are two ways, we can use this way as well, or we are going to make a form and we will load that directly inside that. So I think so that will be much better if we use forms, Django forms. So let me just, this is login. We have set up our sign up page. Where is our sign up? Name it blog app. After that it's signup.html. so here we go. Okay, so guys, now we have our this function for a sign up page. So now we have to specify our path, means route settings. So sign up instead sign up, and just a second, let me say sign up. So go back to our login page, and here when we are going to click on sign up button we have to redirect. For that we are going to specify our root URL, so blog app, and we are going to specify our sign up, the name of the root. So let me refresh this login page, and if we are going to click on sign up, it will redirect us to the sign up page. So now the thing I was telling you that, so guys, we have to make form for sign up page. So let me change this sign up. So now if we refresh our sign up page, we don't have anything, only just this button. So we can say sign up. Okay, so let's move towards our forms file. Here we are in the forms file, and what we have to do is inside this we have to import some things. So first we gonna import our model from Django .contrib .auth .models, and import user and authentication. Either we don't need auth here. Okay, so one thing is this, another one is Django .contrib, and after that we gonna import form as well, and from the forms we have to import user creation form. Okay, so let me just make a form class user registration or sign up form. Okay, so inside that we are gonna pass this user creation form. Okay, here we go. After that class meta, inside that model is user. We have specified that fields are username. The fields we gonna use first first name, last name. After that we have to specify our email address, and moreover we have to specify password. But here we have two fields for the passwords, because we have to verify if our both passwords are same. Password 2. So guys, here we go. Right now we have these fields. Models, import user. Oh, sorry, we have one issue. We have to import models from our auth file. Unknown field, password 2, password spelling, password word, and this is word, password 2. Okay, so let me refresh, go back, let me run this again. Okay, here we are, but right now we have to import our this form. From forms we have to import our sign up form, and we have to just scroll down. Form is equal to sign up form, and we can pass this form. Okay, so inside our form dot as p, just for the demo right now. Here we go with the details as well. So guys, we have to bootstrap this as well, so this will be much nicer. And for that, okay guys, so now we have to bootstrap this. So for that we have to move to our forms file, and inside this forms file we have to specify widgets. Let me copy this, and here we go. So first is username. We can make it from, and we can just remove this placeholder. Okay, so after that, first name, let me just remove this. Let me remove this and copy this field for until email. Okay, last name, email. So here we go. Let me refresh on page as well. So this is much better now. So for the password, these are something, and that is make a function, and this is constructor, and after that we are passing our self, and inside the super we are going to pass our the current form name and self. Here we go. And now after that we have to write down self dot fields. Inside that, field name, this is field name, and what we have to do is we have to set the widgets, widgets, widget dot attributes, and which attribute, class, and the class will be form control. Okay, and let's do this for field 2 as well, password 2. Okay, so here we go. Let me refresh, and let's have a look. So guys, where we have password, form control, it's form instead of form control. So let's refresh this. So here we go. Right now we don't have functionality to register this user. So for that, what we have to do is let's go back in our forms file, in our views file, and inside that, if request dot method is equal to post, inside that what we are gonna do is we have to just specify our form is equal to sign up form, and inside that we are gonna specify request dot post. That means we are gonna get all the details from our form if form is valid, and after that form dot save function and return redirect to our login page and login, else sign up. Okay, so here we go with this functionality, and let's have a look if this form registration form is working. So for that, now let me write down a new username, Hamad Khan, and email @ let's test this, and we have to make a strong password. So for the strong password, so let's click on sign up, and here we go. I think so this user is registered. We can check the status in 302. That means this worked. So let me log in with the user, and if we click on the login, so here we go. So that means our user is registered. Even we can check this on our admin site as well. Login, so this is not the super user. For that, let me log out and log in the super user. You have to specify the fields if you are going to make super users. So now we have this new user, and you see this is not the super user. So guys, for today this is it, and for next tutorial we are gonna specify how we are going to use. Okay, already we have a logged in user, so let me log out and log in. Okay, so we are going to set up how our user can make new blogs. Okay, so this is it for today. I will catch you tomorrow. See you.